Unlock the secret to stunning DIY boutonnieres with Cricut. Let's open up Cricut Design Space. First, go to Upload, Upload Image, and then click Browse to find your free SVG. Once it's selected, then you're going to go over to Continue. Label it whatever you want. Don't forget to add tags to make it easily searchable in the future, and then hit Upload. When it uploads to your canvas, it is gigantic. So you're just going to go over to the height and resize the height to about 8 inches, but keep it locked. That resized the SVG to an appropriate height for what I wanted. Then you can change your color to match your design, and then go over to Shapes, select Circle, and resize this to 1.5 inches. This will be for the back of the lapel flower. Then change your color to match your design. I am making half of a belly button flower so it will sit nicely on the groomsman's suit. So I went over to Shapes to create a rectangle to cut out some of the bottom petal options. When I went to select both layers to slice it out, I realized that the belly button was a group and not a single layer. You can individually hide the flowers if you want, but I decided to make the belly button group a united layer, and then I can easily just select the rectangle and the united layer and slice out the extras that I didn't need. Once that's done, delete your excess, and then you can just hide the extras or delete it. So this would be enough to make one of the boutonnieres. So click Make It and go over to Continue. The cardstock I'm using is medium cardstock, so select that, and then we're going to set up your mats, lay the paper down, and use a brayer or a scraper to flatten everything out. And then just put it in your Cricut so it can do its magic. Weeding was fairly easy, but I did have the occasional flower get stuck in there, so just use your weeding tools to pluck them out. After trying the metal spatula, I noticed that my tweezers can get the flower petals off a lot quicker. Here's a great tip. Use a closed pen or marker to help curl the flower petals upward. I use these gold lapel pins and these 1.5 inch smooth foam balls. Using a razor blade, be very careful and cut this styrofoam ball in half. How I did it was basically cutting in through half of it and working my way around. I wasn't just gonna chop it like an onion. To make the pin fit securely into the flower, I decided to use the razor to cut a slit into it and kind of shove the pin inside so it was completely snug. Then I used some hot glue to also help add some security to keep it within the styrofoam ball, and if there was any exposed metal on the back, I filled it in as well. Now gently glue the petals onto the styrofoam ball, working on the outside of the perimeter first and then filling it in. All it needs is a little dab of glue and a little bit of reshaping along the way to make sure that the styrofoam ball will be completely covered. To prepare for the hot glue session, I recommend putting a piece of wax paper on your craft table, so if any of the hot glue falls down, it's a very easy cleanup. I did make 4 of these for my groomsmen, and the last step would just be hot gluing that pink circle on the back to finish up the look. It's been so incredible to craft DIY touches for my wedding. Adding these personal handmade elements has truly made the experience more magical and meaningful. I love that I get to share a piece of my heart with my husband and all our guests.